Alright, so I have a question that's been lingering in the back of my head for a while now, and honestly, I feel like the answer I came up with it is a little convoluted, but I'm going to try my best to explain it here, and I'm also going to pose the same question to you guys watching this video, because I'm really interested to hear other people's opinions, and that question is, why do you play fighting games? Now, I was in a fighting game Discord where this got, there was some conversation going on. I don't remember exactly how it was, because this is over a month ago. I've been sitting on this for a while. And two people were having some argument, I believe, and one of them just asked, like, bro, why do you even play fighting games? And it got me thinking, like, you know, why do I play fighting games? Especially with how often I get, you know, like, upset with them every once in a while. So it's just like, what's the point of me playing fighting games? And I saw some other people respond to this guy as well, and some of the answers were pretty simple, and one of them was also my answer, or at least what I would have answered if I took the time to, and it was, you know, because I have fun with them. But I feel like that's a very, like, yes, it can be a good answer for people, but I feel like for me, I was kind of using it as like a cop-out, almost. Like, I feel like that was just like, I feel like this is the answer people expect to say, so that's what I'm gonna say. And I really thought, okay, what if I actually gave it time? What would my actual answer here be? And I realized I don't really know. I saw what other people were saying. People were saying, oh, you know, I play because labbing combos. I think combos are fun. I like going into the lab and practicing them. I saw other people say, oh, I like playing fighting games because I can fight people and I can make them not play the game, you know? Like, they like dominating, they like being the better player. I saw other people say, oh, I just like playing fighting games because of the franchise or whatever. Not like, you know, they play Guilty Gear because they like the Guilty Gear franchise, like the world and stuff, but they can't play like Blaze Blue or DNF Duel because they don't like the characters, something like that, you know? Like, there's a lot of different reasons, and I kind of sat there and I was like, you know, what would be my reason? And like I said, I couldn't really come up with one besides, oh, you know, I find them fun. And I wanted to give it more thought than just that, even though that is a valid answer. If that is your answer, that's fine. You don't have to overthink it, which is what I kind of did. And so for the past month, I've kind of just been overthinking this and kind of wondering, like, what is, like, my actual answer? What is the real reason I play fighting games, you know? Which is kind of weird to be thinking about this so much, considering the fact I play a lot of fighting games very often, so it's like, why am I having this crisis about why I play fighting games, you know? But regardless, I continue to think about the question, and I finally realized one day what my answer was. And I'm gonna try my best to explain it, but I feel like I feel like a lot of people are gonna maybe find it cringy or a little, you know, like, obtuse. But regardless, let me go ahead and get into it. So, a few weeks ago, there was a Street Fighter 6 tournament happening. I think it was the one in PR. I could be wrong. I don't remember exactly which one it was, but I know Fudo was in the grand finals. I remember Fudo was in the grand finals, and I don't remember who the other player was. My apologies, I'm really bad with names. I mainly remember Fudo because Fudo went crazy. Fudo went absolutely crazy in that tournament, especially in that grand finals. He was playing out of his mind. But regardless, yeah, watching that tournament, something finally clicked in me. The reason why I like fighting games so much and why I like playing them is because of the interactions, the dance, you know, between players, you know, like, it's something I find very enjoyable. And you might be thinking, like, okay, so you like seeing the interactions? Like, wouldn't that mean you like labbing? It's just like, not exactly. Like, I don't really care for, like, oh, if you do this, like, oh, if you do this, you can make a DP plus on whiff, or you can, like, set yourself up to be, like, +5. Like, no, that stuff, it's not that interests me. What interests me is the dance, or the conversation that players have with each other in fighting games, you know, like, oh, this person did this because of this, or this person did this, looking for this response so that way they can bait it out and punish it with this. Like, that is what's fun to me, is seeing how people communicate with each other with fighting games. You know, the dance, you know, like, why do this? Why do that? Why are you looking for this? You know? And seeing stuff like, I think one of the best things about fighting games is seeing two people play the exact same character, but the play styles are completely different. I think that's one of my favorite things to see in fighting games, you know, seeing the many different ways that a character can be played, like, which is, I think, one reason why I don't like optimals, because that kind of, optimals kind of, you know, if you play a character optimally, that means you're playing him the same way that everyone does, you know, and I hate fighting games that don't encourage some form of creativity. That's one reason why. I don't like seeing basically every match end up becoming two people having the same conversation over and over again. It's just who can perform slightly better at doing the same thing over and over. You know, like, I like seeing unique interactions. I like seeing unique answers. I don't like seeing the same thing over and over again. I feel like I'm kind of losing the point here, but like, watching Fudo play in that tournament made me realize that I've always felt this way about fighting games, because back before I did the Ryu Master Series, I wasn't the biggest fan of Street Fighter 6. You know, I didn't like playing it at all, which is kind of weird, because now over this past year, I've really grown to like this game and really like playing it. I think it's my favorite fighting game currently to play. So it's weird that I've had that completely like big tone shift when a lot of the balance stuff in Street Fighter hasn't really changed it from what it was that first year. So it's like, the game itself hasn't really changed all that much. So why have I changed so much? And I think it's because I've really started to understand the mechanics of Street Fighter compared to when I first played with Cammy. And because of that, that gave me a better understanding of the conversations or the matches that happen within the game, you know? It gave me a better understanding of it. So because of that, and because I'm able to better understand how the dance is played, it made me like playing the game more. Because I always enjoyed watching Street Fighter, even when I didn't play it. I still enjoyed watching Evo and stuff. Still enjoyed watching Combo Breaker, or I think Frosty's also has Street Fighter, I'm pretty sure they do. You know, I still enjoyed watching this stuff, even if I didn't like playing the game. So, that was just one way I was able to realize, oh, that's what I like about fighting games, is the conversation, the dance. I'm trying to think, what else could I say here? Because I feel like I'm not explaining myself too well. I really hope that maybe someone else in the comments kind of has like the same feelings that I do in terms of fighting games. Because like, I know there are some people out there who don't like playing fighting games, but they like watching them. And I feel like that's kind of where I fall in, but I also like to be part of the dance. You know, I like being in the actual game itself. I know right now I'm kind of getting destroyed, but that's because I'm trying to like have this conversation while also playing, which probably isn't the best way of doing this, but I just felt like this is probably the best way to do this video, or not the best way of doing this video, but in terms of having time of getting this video done, is probably the only way I could do it. It's just try to talk about this while also trying to play the game at the same time. But yeah, it just made me like, I don't know, I just have such a weird view on fighting games, because like, I know earlier when I was discussing other people's answers, one of them was, oh, people like being the better player, people like dominating, not letting other people talk, or not letting other people have their part of the dance. And that made me realize I don't really like that. I don't like watching people getting smoked in fighting games, and I don't like doing the smoking myself. Like, yeah, getting perfects is cool and everything, or like completely like shutting someone down is like fun every once in a while, but I don't like that to be a constant thing, you know? I really don't. I like there to be back and forths. I think that's way better to watch, is a back and forth, rather than seeing someone demolish someone and then the next round like someone demolishes them right back. You know, I want to see like an actual back and forth, to see all the like little intricate details and stuff, or all like the small changes that can happen. And Yeah, I'm starting to lose like my train of thought because I'm realizing I'm getting my ass kicked here, so I kind of want to like focus a little bit on the match so that doesn't happen, but at the same time I need to like gather my thoughts and really think about exactly what I'm saying here. But oh, that is gonna hurt. But yeah, like me personally, getting perfects, cool. Getting perfects constantly, not really all that cool. You know, like, it gets boring after a little bit, which I feel like it's really dumb for me to say. Like, I feel like a lot of people who play fighting games are gonna, if they watch this and they hear me, the way I'm, like, trying to explain this, they're gonna be like, I do not understand what this dude is trying to say at all. I'm trying my best to find a way to, like, explain my feelings, but I feel like I really can't, you know? Like, it's hard for me to explain, because I feel like it's such a weird... like, appreciation of fighting games that I have. I'm not sure how many other people can really relate to, you know? Like, maybe it's just me being a weirdo or just being dumb, but, like, how many other people can really say, like, oh, like, I don't like getting perfects, you know, in fighting games, you know? Like, I feel like that's such a weird take I have on the games. But, yeah, moving on from that, it's just, like, another thing that made me realize this is that, like, during the Master Series for Ryu and Sandalphon and stuff, there's times that I would go on huge losing streaks, you know, like, huge. Like, I'm talking, like, 10 games, 15 games. I think the worst one was, like, I think I had, like, a 16-game losing streak with Sandalphon and Grand Blue at one point. It was bad, but my enjoyment of the game, like, yes, while I was upset about how badly I was performing, I didn't lose any enjoyment of the game because in those matches, I was still, you know, there was still a fighting chance. A lot of them were just coming down to one or two mistakes being made near the end. None of them were really me just getting absolutely demolished. It's weird to say because there are times where I've had losing streaks in like Street Fighter 6, where I just get absolute, like, it's basically like 3 perfects, I'm done. Or not like 3 perfects, but like 2 perfects, you're done. 2 perfects, you're done. Like, I'm just constantly getting perfected. And I think there was one time in Street Fighter 6 in the Ryu series where I ended up losing like 8 matches in a row, and I was basically like I did not have a chance in any of them. Like, in every single one of them, I maybe landed like 2 hits, like not even 2 combos, like legit like 2 hits. And those were the ones that really frustrated me because there was no dance. The dance, it was a one-sided conversation. It was a one-sided dance. And that's when I, like, really had trouble playing the game, which is weird, because, like, if I'm losing, I don't really care, as long as I get a chance to, like, actually maybe do something. But if I'm losing to the point where, like, every loss is just me getting absolutely demolished 24/7 with no chance of rebuttal, I just don't want to play the game. So I guess there's like bad losses and good losses, and I guess I'm able to handle, or I don't mind good losses, which is weird to say, a good loss. I don't know. I feel like at this point I've completely gone off track and I'm not even explaining my point anymore, but yeah, let me know down below. Like, this is a very weird video. I understand it's a very weird video. Maybe you guys won't even see this. Maybe I'll try to redo this in a better fashion, or maybe I'll like do like a part 2 to this. But yeah, like, I'm just really interested to see other people's opinions of like, why do you play fighting games? And I want to see like people like actually like give it some real thought and not just kind of throw out the first thing that comes to mind like I did at first. Because I feel like there's some very interesting possibilities or answers that people could give that maybe make me rethink what I'm thinking here, because I can't even explain what I'm thinking, obviously, because I feel like I've just rambled the past 5 minutes while I'm getting my butt kicked by this Cammy. But yeah, let me know down below why you guys play fighting games. Like, what's your reason for it? Do you enjoy them? Is it purely like a competition thing for you? Like, I'm really interested to see what the answers that people give. But yeah, I mean, I really don't know what else to say. I also, like, I don't know, like, how do I end this video? Do I just end it here? I guess I just end it here? End it on a good note, me getting a win? I guess I'll keep playing this dude for a little bit, but once he gets to 5 wins, I'll probably leave. But like, I guess video's ended here.